Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have just checked the docket in the matter styled as Rebecca Schofield versus Ashley Guillard, the Idaho4 defamation case, which has a close relationship to the high-profile criminal case of Idaho versus Kohberger, to see if the parties had over the weekend or early this morning complied with a court-ordered deadline of on or before Friday, the 30th of January, 2026, to advise the trial court whether this case had settled or if it was going to proceed to the 4-day jury trial, which has been set aside for the past several months, commencing February 24th, 2026. As we'd previously reported, although this directive was issued back in August of 2025, that the parties were to file this status on or before January 30th, 2026, that there was nothing filed on the court docket last week, up to and including on Friday, the hard deadline to inform the court if this case had settled or was going to trial. It is a true question as to what exactly is going on with this case. On September 23, 2025, the defense filed her last known filing in the entire case, missing a series of deadlines pre-trial, ordering her to file exhibit lists, to file witness lists, to file trial brief, and other materials necessary to prepare for this trial. The last time that the plaintiff was heard from, although she met all of those pretrial deadlines, was October 13th, when she filed a paper in the federal court. Neither side has been heard from since then. At this point, it is unclear what the status is of this case, if it's going to trial, if it's settled, because the parties did not, it appears, comply with the court's long-standing order that they shall file the notice in the court on or before the 30th of January, 2026. And unless there has been some type of a complete crashing of the federal court online filing system, which both parties had used in the case to file documents, it appears that this court order was not complied with. And the court, in my opinion, needed this information to understand if these 4 days that he had set aside on his calendar commencing the 24th of February for purposes of conducting this jury trial was going to proceed, or if he could free up those dates for the other parties that have proceedings before him who might want to schedule something, a hearing or some other proceeding before the court on those 4 days, but can't because the court's tied up with this jury trial. We are going to continue to monitor this situation to see if today one of the parties will file something late, or if both of the parties will do so in unison as the court mandated last year. And we will also notify you if and when we learn if this case is proceeding towards trial or if it has settled. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.